Alright, welcome back to another episode of the Jar Games Factorio Spage Age, and today we are gonna get some of this science from Vulcanus up into space and get it over to Novice so that we can get the next level of research done from the volcano science. I don't know. So, yeah, alright, well, let's get into it. Okie dokie, here we go. And yeah, I guess we have all the stuff we need to build the rocket silo, so that's just happening. They're just bringing it over. The only thing we actually need, though, is we need to get rocket fuel coming from this part, and we need low density structures, which will come from somewhere over here. We might even start another lava stream up here and get some production on this side, which, yeah, I think that's actually what we're gonna do. So let's get into it. Let's do it. Okay, so I guess we're gonna need plastic down here too, which is fine because we got a bus for that. And plastic is definitely one of those things that I'd like to have on the bus. So we're gonna need to get that set up with oil up there. And for now, though, let's take a look here at pouring low density structures. Actually, this be on that side. But what kind of ratios are we looking for here? 66, about 3 to 1 for the iron and the copper. So I think I've done in the past is something like this. Because, yeah, we need 3 times as much copper as we do iron. So maybe this is one way of doing it. Yeah, I mean, we literally need 3 times as much. We could potentially do something a little bit weird where we... No, I mean, how much do we want of this is maybe the question. And then work back from there. Let's see, how much is this? 2.4 per second. So if we're getting... And maybe we should have productivities in all these because plastic is kind of a problem. And then we take a look at this and we think about, ooh, this is going to be a little bit tricky to get both the copper and iron in on the one side, but, you know, where there's a will, there's an engineer. And this way we could have that. This could kind of be our pattern. And then that will make us 4.17. So if we can copy this onto the other side, then we're going to have 8 per second, which is pretty respectable. I think I could deal with that. And then we'd have to have kind of plastic coming in. We may, it's gonna be tight because we need to get, I think it might be best to actually have the fluids on the inside as well. We're still probably gonna need to take up a little bit more space. Because then if we did something like this, well, I guess we can't quite beaconize this if we do that, right? I mean, what if we did something really crazy? Would that still work? Interesting. I love designing this stuff. This is completely different than anything I've done before for this problem. There we go. I think I'd want to make it similarly on this side. Just make all the copper on the top and all the iron on the bottom. And then maybe that could be a solution where we then can have iron kind of coming out here. This is interesting. Vertically swap that. Slap that down. And get this pipe in there. Right. I mean, we could still connect these two. I don't know if that's necessary. We can always connect that out here. Because then we're going to need to basically just have the same thing for here. Which should work with the power poles. It might be a little bit on the outside, but that's fine. I'm kind of digging it. I'm kind of digging it so far, because then we can keep the beacon in. And we can have our plastic in and our low densities out. Yeah, I think so. I think I do want to bump it up one though. Just to stay within the footprint here that we're looking for. I don't know what I'm doing here, but I guess that should just stay there. There we go. Right, so... Is that going to work for us? Well, first of all, we do need another beacon there, because this should... Yeah, it's still getting the 3, which is what we want. I think I would do this in kind of pairs of 6. Yeah, the beacon should be there instead. Oh, and I got myself stuck. There we go. Okay. Great. And how much is this now? This is still 8.3, so I'm happy with that. I think this is a good design. And then we would have plastic. Ooh, that's maybe one issue here with this beacon. Yeah, this one can't get in and out, so that's really unfortunate. Yes, quite unfortunate. But, and we can't move it over. I think we could take this down one, kind of put it back where it was. And then this can go here instead. And it could go here. Be a little bit more efficient. Still hit 3 at once. Right? Is that even necessary though? Because what if these on the top just go to here? Huh. Does that help at all? I think that does save us that one space. Oh, these are supposed to be in pairs. Which is interesting because the beacons are going to be pairs, groups of 3, but the actual machines are going to be in groups of 2. Let's just make sure we're designing this properly, because right now we're not. There we go. Right, because these are pairs of 2s. And they need to stay pairs of 2s. I think this may actually make more sense. Yeah, and then I don't know why, I guess I just moved it to the bottom, but whatever. Can we do that? Yes, we can. Right, because we can still do this. That's not an issue. And then we can similarly do this here. And this one would be there. kind of want... Yeah, so let me see. Can we bump this back up for the third and final time, maybe? More compact is more better, I believe. Okay, and then copy this to there. Does that work? I mean, yeah, now it's getting a kind of weird offset, but I think this should be the 8 that we want. Yeah. And this is all connected and going out. And these two are just doing copper things. 2 copper inputs. We can consolidate that if we like, I believe. Oops. Yeah, one way or the other. So let's for the lower side. There we go. So that's consolidated. Yeah, that we can go out on whichever side we want there. Similarly here. Whatever, we'll come back to that. So the most important thing is, can we get everything in? Maybe in from the center on all of these. That one. So maybe in from the off center. Just to stay in line, I guess. And then out, this one can't go in from there. Ooh, doesn't quite work there either. But I think all we would need to do for this one is just move it over one. Just getting a little bit weird. Actually, no, that also... That also does not work because that only leaves us 2 spaces here, and this is not actually connecting with that one. Interesting. Yeah, because of the offset, right? Because these are groups of 2, then this is groups of 3. It doesn't really work. So maybe we just bite the bullet. Like, power is not an issue here. So maybe just for the sake of the design, we could... Ooh, that doesn't work. Well, we could do that, couldn't we? What's wrong with that? That should still... I mean, that catches all 3, and that gives us the opportunity to... in and out here, right? Yeah, I mean, as long as they're kind of in a similar spot, then I'm happy. And these ones can actually go here, and then those ones can go there. Maybe we just bird the pipe side on this one and on that one. Cool. Okay. I thought we were ruined there for a second, but we're not. And then this goes out, and this goes in. Yeah, and that's all we do beside each one of these. Okay, I think our design is actually working. And both of these still connect to the 3. So I'm pretty happy here. We could do that. Yeah, it kind of sucks that there's like this one pipe in the way, but you know, you gotta sacrifice. You always gotta sacrifice a little bit. But all in all, I think I'm pretty darn happy with this. Now, the only thing we haven't looked at is how much copper we need, which is 1200. Which is a lot. Can we even do that much copper? No, not quite. That's half of what we need. So let's see here. 1200. Yeah, this looks about right actually. We need 384 iron, which we're getting here. We're getting that 1200 copper. So that works. We just need to get this up, but just to make it symmetrical, I think I'm gonna do one, yeah, like this. And then maybe we can do like iron, no. Yeah, we could do copper on the outside up here. And that way there is 2 coppers. We don't even need to connect them then. Might be able to bump that in, not waste so much space here, but whatever. Right? And then iron could come in the center, which would be great because iron comes in the center. And we're going to have calcite coming in. Now, can we do this? Can we do this? I think we can. Does that leave 2 spaces on each machine? I think it does. So let's take a look at this. Calcite in, calcite in, calcite in, and calcite in. Stone out, out, out. And then we need calcite in, stone out. Is there going to be enough? Ooh, I don't think we're actually going to be able to dump 12 stone per second with a red inserter. But that's maybe a little bit of an issue. For 4 of these doing 12 per second, like look at how much stone this is producing. This is producing a full blue belt of stone. So, and that's just one side. So that's definitely a bit of a problem. Like if we actually want to produce this much low density structures, then yeah, we need to do something about that. Which kind of means we need basically this belt dedicated to this build. If we want to upgrade that, then well, stack inserters later and a better belt, but for now we kind of have to think about, we got to think about right now, because it's gonna be 2 full belts. So then we have to think like, if this can go here, then we can get that side on that side of the belt, right? But then how do we do something similar on this side? And how do we get calcite in? Right, because then maybe, just maybe, we can do a bit better of a job consolidating all the lava. That does do a better job of it, that's for sure. And then we could, well, we gotta think of the iron. Isn't really an issue. I think this was kind of there. Right? That's easy enough. And then the copper is balanced on both sides again, so that we can just do kind of this. That might just be the solution we're looking for here, because then we've got just a little bit more space to get this stuff out. This is going to produce 20. I need my speed modules. Great. Because this is just over, yeah, so this is going to produce just over half a belt here and just under half a belt here, which is kind of not great. But we can always upgrade this with turbo belts later, like fairly soon, if we really, really want to maximize this. But then at least we can do something like this on both sides, right? And then that way we should be able to outbound all of that stone. Now, how do we get calcite in is also a great question. But I think we can just do separate requesters here for all of these, and like I'm pretty happy. I'm okay with that. And you know what? We don't even need that many. Because it's such a low throughput that we could definitely do long-handed inserters on these sides, right? So yeah, I think that's a little bit more reasonable design, which just means that we've got to take all of this out for one final-ish time. Great. And then we do need a second belt going down here. Like, no matter how we cut it, we need a second belt coming down here. Cool. All right. I mean, took a little bit of work to get here, but that's a design, and I'm pretty happy with that. Now we just need to get plastic in, of course. But I think I will start to request our calcite. Just get that pumping. Buffer chests, please. There we go. There we go, there we go. Yeah, and that kind of makes this a little bit moot for going up, because if we're using 2 full belts here, anyways, we'll upgrade those to turbo belts later. But that's great, because then we have this on the bus. Plastic and rocket fuel will be the last things we need to be able to launch. So we haven't even gotten petroleum yet. So maybe we should do that. Right, because we've got our light oil. We're basically just cracking it down. We might need like way more of this. I don't know. At this point, why don't we have lube? We should have lube in there. Right, low on oil. Oh, I think I know why, because we're cracking it all down first. But this should still be... did I disconnect? At some point? Did I disconnect sulfuric acid? Yes. No? Yes, no? Definitely don't need that, but... here we go. There's the problem. Right, there we go. Oopsie doopsie. There we go. Great, so for the most part, less than 5k, yeah, we should have been doing this already. I think I'm just gonna expand this. We should probably have those in there, and then again with the speed beacons. Because then that's giving us 113 per second, so that's pretty good. That's quite an expansion on what we're doing. I think I want to just move this over to like here. And then similarly, maybe productivity module these. What the heck is going on over here? Let's fix this up to be proper, if you will. Proper tileable, I guess. There we go. Now this one's proper tileable. Get 500 calcite in there. How much calcite is this using? 5 per second? How much calcite are we producing? Not very much. We should go fix this calcite issue right now. Get the better mining drills in here. There we go. Fill the purple juice tank. Let's go. Let's go. That'll be good. Great. So then that will give us... We need plastic out of that. And we've got a plastic build on Novice that should serve us pretty good. I mean, other than the fact that it's not power pulled for this type of situation, I think we'll just do this again. I mean, I would like to have it just in one lane, actually. How many would this make on its own? Only 18 per second. We probably want to module that. And 4 is about as many as we could get it. So maybe this is kind of a module here. How many is this going to get? 30. So this, how much is it going to consume? 256, which is way more than we're producing. So let's just chomp that in half, because there's no way. How much plastic is our beastly thing here trying to consume? 24. So that's not too much. We'll be able to get that once we get the better processing. But for now, we kind of just need to get this thing going. And it's going to have more plastic going out than coal coming in. So we probably want to have the plastic out belt here. And then the coal in belt there. And that's not quite going to work. Maybe if we just change the side that these are on. Do I not have any of these? Thought I made a little inserter factory. I guess not. We'll have to make that very, very soon. Maybe in the next episode. Okie dokie. So this is basically, we're almost there. So again, super jank little oil build right now. We're gonna have to put a little bit more thought into this. But for now, I think that this is working. I don't think coal's getting all the way down there, but that's fine with me. This is just to kind of try to pump out some rocket fuel and some plastic. Looks like we're actually building some of these low density structures now, so that's great. And we're getting the rocket fuel and everything, so yeah, we're actually producing our first rockets. And we are also producing our science packs. And we're requesting them. So let's turn that one on. No silos accepting automatic requests, so that's an easy fix, of course. Automatic requests for these 4. Look at that. We've got our first rockets. Oh yeah. Looks like we did it. Beep boop bop, and away we are going. So yeah, and you know, like right now I'm delivering plastic down here by robot, which is really not ideal. Definitely not what I want to be doing, but we're gonna fix that. And I think I'm gonna fix that by moving this maybe up here, because yeah, I mean, it's a tough choice, right? Because we're close to lava here. We have some lava here, so maybe once we get cliff explosives, we could have low densities up here, which would be closer to plastic, and maybe even move rockets to like there so that it's close to plastic, and low densities and everything. But for now, this is kind of just gonna have to work. And yeah, that's the beauty of a robot base, of Factorio in general, is that it's easy to move things around if you don't like it. So for now, this is super jank, but it is working, and that's all that matters. So we'll get this science sent up there, and we'll do our very first research shortly here. But that's going to be it for this episode. So thank you for watching. I'll have this blueprint in the description for this because I'm actually proud of this, but the oil, yeah, I mean,
Like and subscribe.
whatever. So anyways, bye for now.